तो मेरा मानना है कि मुझे खुद को ही खत्म कर लेना बेस्ट है मेरे लिए, क्योंकि जो मैं पैसे कमा रहा हूँ उसी से मैं अपने दुश्मन को बलवान बना रहा हूँ। मेरी कुछ आखिरी इच्छाएं जो हैं ये हैं।
The tragic death of 34-year-old Bengaluru-based software engineer Atul Subhash has sparked a nationwide conversation.
It is the heart-rending story.
Justice for Atul Subhash.
He filed 9 cases attempted murder against him.
In a 24-page suicide note and accompanying video, Subhash accused his wife and in-laws of years of emotional abuse and harassment, shedding light on potential flaws in India's family court system. As public outrage grows, the Supreme Court has issued landmark guidelines on permanent alimony, adding to the ongoing debate. Family courts are designed to handle disputes related to marriage, divorce, alimony, and child custody. They aim to provide quick resolutions while addressing the emotional toll on litigants. But the reality is far from ideal. With 812 operational family courts and a backlog of 1.14 million cases at the end of 2023, the system is overwhelmed. States facing the worst delays include Uttar Pradesh taking the lead with over 396,000 pending cases. Maharashtra and Karnataka follow closely. A Ministry of Law and Justice report attributes these delays to poor infrastructure, a shortage of judges, and procedural inefficiencies. With judges managing up to 120 cases daily, litigants face prolonged emotional distress, a factor underscored by Subhash's tragic case. In a parallel development, the Supreme Court outlined 8 key criteria for determining permanent alimony in divorce cases. These guidelines emerged from the divorce case of Praveen Kumar Jain and Anju Jain, where the court ordered a ₹5 crore alimony payment. The 8 factors include social and financial status of both parties, reasonable needs of the wife and dependent children, qualifications and employment status of the spouses, independent income or assets of the applicant, standard of living in the matrimonial home, career sacrifices made for family responsibilities, litigation expenses for a non-working wife, and husband's financial capacity, income, and liabilities. While these are not rigid rules, they provide much needed clarity for such cases. The government is working to address the crisis in family courts by improving infrastructure and introducing digital reforms. Key initiatives include expanding e-court systems with video conferencing and improved case tracking via the National Judicial Data Grid. By December 2023, over 21,000 court halls and 19,000 residential units for judges and staff were built under the centrally sponsored scheme. Despite these efforts, significant challenges remain. Atul Subhash's death has reignited demands for reforms in family court processes. Advocates are calling for improved infrastructure and digital services to reduce delays, increased family counselors and mediators trained in gender sensitivity, better enforcement of court orders, especially in custody and maintenance disputes. This story is far from over, and the tragic loss of life underscores the urgency of reform. Stay tuned for more updates on this developing issue.